Yo, what's going on, everybody? Sam Dog, the infamous 253. I'm joined by my buddy Adam Axelson, also known as the Adam A Vlogs, and we're here to talk about the XFL teams and their new logos, right?
Yeah. Let's jump into it, Sam. Tell everybody how we feel and what we think.
Yeah, basically we're giving our opinions and thoughts. I mean, so if we're kind of negative towards your guys' logo, just that's just because it's our opinion. And if you agree with us, let us know in the comments and give us your thoughts on your team logos or our team logo to be example. Okay, first thing to start this off, we want to start this off first with the we're going to start out with the Dallas Renegades logo. Our kind of thoughts is we think that's an okay logo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, go ahead, Sam.
I mean, kind of like, you got the Dallas Cowboys, obviously, with the NFL, and now you got something else. And Texas is obviously a big-time country, state, and a bunch of other rowdy things in Texas with big things. And obviously, they're trying to, like, get another name since, the Cowboys are already with the NFL. What's your thoughts on this?
Honestly, I think it is a pretty sleek, logo, but it's very basic.
It is basic. It's like video game basic, like create a team basic.
Exactly. I mean, that kind of reminds me back when I was playing Madden 05, and you create your own team and you got your logo. It's a basic logo. The name is basic. That sounds like something a 5-year-old kid would come up with.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's cool. I mean, hopefully it brings more excitement than the Cowboys. I mean, I'm not really... I don't really get any excitement watching them when we watch NFL Network,
Got to slam the Cowboys on that one, too.
Yeah.
All right, St. Louis Battlehawks. Now, St. Louis obviously lost the Rams after the 2015 season when Kroenke got the Inglewood property approved and moved the team back to Los Angeles after getting approved the vote. And now St. Louis out and coming off of a Stanley Cup victory with the Blues to kind of lift the city. But now they're getting the XFL. And the Dome at America Center is now back in business for football. Now the Battlehawks logo is like it's a sword in the wings. It's pretty. It's pretty all right. I mean, but Battlehawks though, it's like
a Fortnite name.
Fortnite. I mean, someone pointed it out. It's like they're stealing the costume of a Fortnite name.
So Sam, you used to come over and watch me play NFL Street. That's exactly what this logo looks like. It looks like another video game created logo, but this looks like from NFL Street. What is a Battlehawk? It sounds like a desperate attempt for a name. But hey, you know what? I'm glad St. Louis is getting football again. We've always gotten to face the Rams when they were in St. Louis 2 times. Well, one time a year. But it's gonna be great to see St. Louis again.
Yeah, St. Louis in football again. It was definitely well deserved, and hope a lot of people fill up that dome and they roll that field back out and let's see how they do. But the logo, it's like a Fortnite character. Okay, up next we're going to talk about the Los Angeles Wildcats logo. The Los Angeles Wildcats logo, that was way too basic. Not really the best logo. I was even talking to my buddy, the TD Diaries on Instagram. I sent him the picture of all team names. He wasn't even feeling it. Shout out to my buddy Derek Huerta, TD Diaries. Make sure to sub up his channel. He's a diehard Chargers fan, and make sure to hit him up. But also, you gotta also hit up my buddy Adam A Vlogs too. I'll put his link in the description later once we get the video up. But it was just like this logo is kind of just whack, a little too basic. No offense to anybody who's gonna root for that team.
To me, it's a copy of the LA Clippers. Their logo on their jersey, the L and the A.
Yeah.
It's just like the LA Clippers, their logo.
Yeah, except the L is orange.
Yeah.
Creamsicle orange. And then up next we got the Tampa Bay Vipers going a little green. They'll be playing in Raymond James Stadium. That's kind of another one of those creative team modes from that 05 Madden game or NFL Blitz,
Yeah, there was no effort in this. I mean, I can see what they're doing with the logo.
The yellow teeth are snake fangs.
It's just like, come on, can't you put something else into it? Tampa Bay. When I think Tampa Bay, I think hot weather. I think Florida in general, alligators. Why couldn't it be some kind of a gator? But I think about it, the Florida Gators. Yeah. But the Vipers. I mean, it's creative. But there could have been more efforts into this.
It could have been like a snake head instead of just a V, I mean, like could have actually been an actual viper snake,
Yeah.
showing its face and his teeth instead of just putting the yellow teeth in the green V.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what is that? All right.
And again, we don't mean to be negative.
That's just our honest freaking opinion. All right, DC Defenders, Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. They'll be playing in the D.C. United Soccer Stadium. It's a shield with 2 lightning bolts crossing and 3 stars. That's kind of catchy, actually. I mean.
Yeah, my opinion is honestly you changed on it, Sam. Honestly, I mean it looks like a soccer logo.
It does.
It's not bad though. It's basic as well. And a lot of these logos are basic, but this really stands out to me. Like if I'm seeing a team and it's like, hey, well, who is this? Oh, the DC Defenders. When I think Defender, I think somebody protecting something, and that's what a shield is.
And that's basically like the nation's government because it's the nation's capital, Washington D.C. All right, up next, this one's actually pretty cool, and it's like a throwback because they really thought about the history of their city. We got to talk about the Houston Roughnecks. I like this logo because it's a throwback homage to the old Houston Oilers of the NFL back in the day, obviously way before they moved to Tennessee and changed their name to the Titans, so they're kind of throwing it back, but under a different name, except the only difference is they're not playing in the Astrodome.
Yeah, I actually like it. I don't really like the New England colors on it, but, the Roughnecks, I guess it goes with the Oilers, the oil rig, because, those guys out there, they're busting their ass. They work hard day in and day out, risking their lives, and, I think it's a decent logo. I can't complain about it.
It fits with because oil's quite popular in the state of Texas, and I mean it's a little throwback homage to the old Houston Oilers. So gotta give them props for that. At least they were original with this one.
Oh yeah.
All right. Other than that, after that we got the New York market and we got the New York Guardians. I like this fierce looking lion with the red fangs and the red eye and the silver. I think that's gonna be a pretty good one to watch during the time when it begins in February of 2020. New York Guardians definitely got a good logo on this one here too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it. I thought it was a lion for a while, and it may be. I mean, we definitely had to find out a little bit more later on, but it is a nice logo. Like if I seen that, I'd be kind of scared. Be like, yo, we're playing against the Guardians this week. But I mean, yeah, it's cool. I think their color scheme will be silver, black, and red. Which I mean. For me, I think that's a perfect combination.
Silver, black, and red. All right, last but not least, finally, we got our logo, the Dragons, the one I showed earlier. The green and the red, one of the tightest color combos I've seen so far for this league. And the badass dragon logo. We're not taken from the UDA Blazers. No, completely different looking dragons, so nah. This dragon was way more, it looks really fierce and more intimidating. I even saw something from a link on Facebook from an NFL Live thing when they were talking about the team names about Dragon versus a Battlehawk. Like a dragon would win easily. Like dragon would just burn everything. That to me for the Dragons is one of the more intimidating because it's hard to take down a dragon.
Oh yeah, no, and it definitely takes a lot to slay a dragon. I mean, I really like our logo, and it may sound biased, but you're just talking about the other logos. I mean, it's the logos that really stand out. I don't want to look at something basic.
Damn
but
right.
You know what? I mean, the players may show up on the field that week and play. But really, I mean, let's just talk about our logo, Sam.
Our color scheme is fucking dope.
I mean, it's cool. We're Hawks fans, and just seeing the blue and green every weekend, it kind of gets a little old sometimes for me, per se. But actually having a new color scheme, because, it's not just the Seahawks that have that same color scheme of the neon green, right, Sam?
Yeah.
And we got the Sounders. We kind of have that fitting in.
The Mariners when they wear the throwbacks from the 90s.
And then the Seattle Storm. So, it's nice to have a different color scheme. I mean, I guess we got the blue and green, but we also have orange in it now.
Orange, red, I mean, it's close to that, but I just like the way they did that logo. It's freaking epic and I mean, it's really hard to slay a dragon, and they'll be leaving a fiery path. So, like they said in the video, breathing fire in February 2020. So definitely can't wait to get down. And if I get some open tickets, and obviously I'm bringing this dude with. Adam's coming with me. It's one of my longest friends. So, and that will do it to wrap it up for our XFL preview of the team names and the logo thoughts.
I want to add one more thing in though is I was reading up on this today is that Vince McMahon is actually we've seen this league before. It didn't last longer than a year, but what Vince is doing for me, because I can't afford Seahawks tickets. Well, I can, but it's like I don't want to pay that much. So what Vince is doing with this league is actually making it affordable, more family business type. So, family entertainment. And
So-
that's like the WWE.
So for all people to be able to attend, he does the same thing with WrestleMania.
And he's trying to sell it out. And that's the thing. That man will sell out the stadiums. I mean, look at we're in big arenas this time and not little college stadiums.
Exactly, and then
So-
I mean, some of them they're playing in soccer stadiums. Like the LA team's playing in Dignity Health Sports Park. The DC Defenders are playing in Audi Stadium, and then the Houston Roughnecks are also playing in the Houston Roughnecks are playing in a soccer stadium, and the Dallas Renegades are playing in the Texas Rangers ballpark, what should be their old ballpark. So they're mixing it up with all this stuff. But I guarantee you, these XFL games will probably bring in better crowds, probably way more crowds than a 49er game at Levi Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
I had to throw that out there. All right, so if you like what you hear and see, make sure to hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to bang that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. Also, subscribe to my buddy Adam Axelson, the Adam A Vlogs. I'll make sure to put a link in the description of this channel. So until the next time, Sam Dog and Adam coming at y'all. And remember, if you ain't with it, you ain't infamous. Breathing fire in 2020 with the Seattle Dragons.